Hi again there, everyone. This is the Liberty Intelligence Organization Network, and we are here to give you guys a bunch of news information. We're really a recap show going over some old news because we're pretty low budget and we don't actually have a budget because we're just a bunch of freelance journalists trying to get information out to you people to empower you with knowledge. So we're going to give you the information we think is most important. Important to you, important to us, important to everyone. So we're going to get started right away. If you watched the introductory video, you understand what we're about. I'm kind of contemplating whether or not I should go over some definitions we're going to use here, or whether I should just get into the information. I have limited battery on my phone at the moment, so I think I'm just going to get into the information so I can at least put something up. So basically, actually I'm going to get the definitions out there right now. We're going to use a couple of terms here at L.I.O.N, which is what you can call us. We're not liars, we're lion, like as in an animal, as in a lion that backs away when a hunter's approaching it into a corner and it roars angrily. So we're out here roaring to try and get you all to wake up and see that the hunters are knocking on the door right now. And they're not here to get us for food or our bones. They're here so they can put our heads up on the wall and say, look what I caught. Again, we're going to use a lot of metaphors, so I guess it's good I'm getting into the definitions now, and you all understand sarcasm and metaphors are going to be a big part of Liberty Intelligence Organization Network. And what's pretty cool is the first letters of all those words form lion. That's why we call ourselves Lion. Again, I'm digressing. It's late. Let me start off by giving you definitions. A lot of times you're going to hear me and the other co-founder who's going to make some videos too. We're going to talk about Twilight Zone and Bizzaro World. Now what we mean by these terms is things are backwards. Things seem to be wrong. They go against common sense. Like if something is Twilight Zone or Bizzaro World, it's like there's a glass door and people keep running into it, and you go over and you say, hey, you realize this is a glass door and you have to slide it open, and the people say, no, I can see right through it. That means I can step through it. And they continue to try to run into the glass door, and you continue to try to tell them that there's a glass door there and they're not going to get through it unless they break the glass, which will cause harm to them. And they continue to deny the common sense. That is Twilight Zone. That is Bizzaro World. And this ties into another term we're going to use a lot, which is zombies. When we talk about zombies here on L.I.O.N, we're not talking about the flesh-eating zombies you see in Call of Duty, Black Ops zombie games. We're not talking about the Walking Dead brain-eating, zombies that are out there to devour us. We're talking about people who don't think for themselves, people who base their opinions on the world and their view of world geopolitics and even national politics off of what the media tells them, off of what public officials tell them, off of what celebrities say, off of what sports people say. They don't look at the evidence for themselves and come up with a real, found base to even really talk about anything. They just say, oh, I heard Tiger Woods say this, oh, Mitt Romney said that, oh, George Bush says this, oh, Barack Obama said that, oh, I heard on ABC 7 News this, oh, Tom Brokaw said this, or he's not in the news much anymore, but Stephen Colbert told me this. I learned this from Jon Stewart. Blah blah blah. You don't base your opinion off the facts. You base your opinion off of what somebody else says to you. And those types of people are the people we refer to as zombies here on Liberty Intelligence Organization Network. So those are the basic definitions. I wanted to get those out there early. This might actually just be a short video because I didn't check the time and I'm probably running out of time, and I've got tons of news to try and cover. And I'm going to try and film all these tonight, and they got to be 10-minute videos. So bear with me here. This is still the initial broadcast. This is going to be segment 2, definitions. And we are the Liberty Intelligence Organization Network. We'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. We'd like to point you guys, if you want real informative news with longer videos and really people who dig deep and who we link to a lot. You're going to look at Infowars.com, you're going to look at PrisonPlanet.com, you want to go to Alex Jones, you want to check out WorldNet Daily. You can even check out George Norrie on Coast to Coast AM. He's not all geopolitics like what we're going to be covering, but he covers a lot of interesting, fun, cool stuff. And this is interesting. Like, the truth is really stranger than fiction. So if you like sci-fi movies, or you really just like fiction movies, this stuff's pretty interesting, and it's real. It's the real world, so it's even more interesting. And it's way cool to know about this stuff, because then you can have an intellectual conversation with somebody, you know, and that's what I miss. I miss being able to talk to people on an intellectual level, and I really had it a little bit in high school back when, because when you're young, you haven't really bought into all the TV nonsense, but by the time you reach the end of college, most people have bought into the media and franchise way of looking at things. So I used to be able to talk to people back in high school because they still had their own individuality, and they hadn't given in yet to a system, even though they were just forming who they really are. They still had more personality than the zombies that walk the earth today. And again, remember the definitions I gave you about L.I.O.N, and if you know people who are claiming, oh, L.I.O.N talks about zombies, they're crazy, link them to this definition video. Say, look, this is what they really mean by L.I.O.N, or by zombie, and this is what they really mean by Bizzaro World and Twilight Zone. Again, thanks everyone for tuning in. I want everyone to stay safe, to stay strong, to stay informed, to stay free, and to stay alive. And we can stop the terror, and we can stop the darkness that's looming to devour us all here. Very shortly, we're running out of time, but we can still stop it. And I have faith in you all, that together we can stand against this, because alone we will surely hang.